Rainbow Six Siege. Right now, what you're looking at is knock. This is year 4 of the new season. Now, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a video, like sort of a breakdown of Rainbow Six Siege. Now, you have multiple different game modes, right? Like situations. Casual is multiplayer, ranked multiplayer, you have your custom games. And I'm level 66, but if you're just now starting out the game, or you're wanting to be able to get a little better at bomb on Rainbow Six Siege, and you have the newcomer playlist, which you can play up to level 50. Now on newcomer, they only have these 3 maps right here: Bank, Consulate, and Chalet. You have to be, clearance level below 50, and it's going to be 5 versus 5. It's going to be game mode bomb. Then you also have your player versus AI modes, which is known as situations, which is pretty much kind of like a story, or sort of like little training missions. And then you have terrorist hunt. In terrorist hunt, you have these different game modes as well: hostage, bomb, or secure area. Actually, no, or classic terrorist hunt. Secure area is multiplayer only. My mistake. On the classic terrorist hunt classic, you're pretty much just hunting down and eliminating any terrorist within the map. And these maps can range from all of them in the game so far, pretty much. And that's too many for me to remember how to like all of them by name, but to list, because I only do terrorist hunt classic because and then there's, because it's a lot more fun for me. There's hostage, where you're either going to be defending or retrieving or extracting the hostage. And then there's bomb, where you're pretty much going to be going in with the diffuser, finding the bomb on the map and defusing it. And then you also have your tutorials letting you know how to do the barricades, the walls, and the floors. Now, as you can see on situations, I have 10 out of 11 completed, and I have 27 out of 30 stars, and so I'm 82% complete. Now, you're going to start off with CQB basics, close quarter battle basics. And these stars, you get stars based off your performance: suburban, extraction, tubular assault, asset protection, improvised device, no intel, cold zero, high value target, neutralized cell, heavily fortified, and article 5. Now, each and every one of these is based off, will have a different operator for you to use. Up to, I believe it's going to be recruit, ash, smoke. This is going to be Capcan. No intel will be thermite. Cold zero is glass. Then high value target is recruit. The neutralized cell is Thatcher. And then heavily fortified, I can't remember exactly. And then Article 5 will be, if you're just now starting, I suggest you go to situations first so you can start playing and getting used to the game. Now, Article 5 is pretty much the very first multiplayer experience you'll have doing situations. It'll go into a game mode of bomb on a specific map that is no longer in rotation for either casual or ranked matches, or even custom games. But if you want to learn the basics of barricading, what differences between the walls and the floors is, do the tutorials as well. Now, the characters you can choose to play as are known as operators. You have your attackers, then you have your defenders. Now, you can unlock, I believe there's, I honestly haven't counted, but you have different governmental backgrounds. Like, you have the SAS Special Forces, you have FBI SWAT, you have Spetsnaz, GIGN, GSG-9, JTF-2. You've got a Seaburn threat unit, which is chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear warfare threat unit. You've got GROM, which I'm still not familiar with what that is. SAT. You've got SDU. You've got BOPE, and then you've got Jaeger Corps. You've got GSUTR. And you've got the Navy SEALs, and then these other ones: GEO, SDU, 707th SMB, GIS, And you've got your GIGR, your SASR, and then the Secret Service. Every new year comes with some operators, and sometimes they even come with new maps or reworks of certain maps. And each of these different characters has these abilities that you can use, like Ying. You see right here it says her Candela. Cluster of flash charges that can either be anchored or surf on surfaces or rolled out like a grenade. And then you have her different weapons here, like her primary, secondary, and her gadgets. Now there's a new thing, and you see how it says armor and speed. If you're 2 speed, 2 armor, that means you're pretty much you're the average person. You know, you're got a medium armor and you run at a medium speed thanks to it. You've got characters that are 3 armor, 1 speed, meaning that the more dots of armor you have, the more levels of armor, the slower your character is going to be. Meaning that 1 speed is slow, but she's heavily armored, which does help her sort of take more damage. And then if I can find one for you, a 1 armor 3 speed means that will take, like, they can take a lot more damage really quick, but they move hecka quick. Now you've got all these different names for characters. You've got like Maverick and Clash. You've got, you know, your Nomad, Cade, or as other people like to say, Kaid for some reason. You've got Gridlock, Mozzie, and you've got Warden, and then you've got, you know, you've got Finka and Lion, which I'll show you Finka in a moment. Then you've got your Alibi, Maestro. You've got Dokkaebi, Vigil, Ying, and then Legion. Then you've got, oh, wrong one, my bad. You've got Jackal, who tracks footprints, and you've got Mira. And then, let me go back to this way. You've got, and then you've got Buck, Blackbeard, there's Finka, Zofia, Hibana, Capital, Maverick, Nock. Nock is one of the newer operators as well, by the way. I just recently got her, so, and when you buy an operator, they no longer show up on the screen where you unlock the new operators at. Then you've got Caveira, Echo, here's Legion, that's an elite skin that I just recently purchased for him, Ella, Valkyrie, and Frost. Now these next ones I'm going to show you are the 20 original operators, which you can start off with, which are basically the cheapest ones you can get, and they're from the main 4, like, you know, the GSG-9, GIGN, Spetsnaz, FBI, SWAT, SAS. So we're going to start with the SAS. You have Sledge, Thatcher, Smoke, and Mute. Now if you notice, they all are wearing gas masks, but Smoke, because Smoke has a remote gas grenade which releases toxic gas. And also you have Finka and Lion with their own little masks. But the thing is, and I don't understand why, but at the same time I kind of do, everybody who runs through Smoke's gas grenade will take damage besides Smoke. Then I'm going to FBI SWAT. You have Ash, Thermite, Castle, and Pulse. Spetsnaz, Tachanka, or as the memes going around says, Lord Chunka. You've got Capcan, Fuse, and Glass. And then for the GIGN you have Twitch, Montaigne or Monty, Doc, and Rook. And then for the GSG-9 you have Bandit, Jaeger, IQ, and Blitz. Now as you can see, I've got all but 6 operators on attack and 8 on defense. Those are the 8. Those are the ones that you saw on this right here. Now it'll tell you which side they're on based off what it is, and you can also read the little bio of, or the CTU history. And also each of these characters has a different, like, biography. Like, it'll show like their bio with their name, their nickname, or their CTU, their date of birth, place of birth, height, and weight. If you click on the X or the A based off whichever system you're on, or just click on it with the mouse, you have the background, psychological report, training, relevant experience, and notes. Not everybody has detail in their notes. Like Nock, as I just recently found out, if you go to her bio, everything for her is redacted except for her CTU, which is the Jaeger core, and her nickname Knock. And then her bio is just her entire biography, from background, psychological report, training, relevant experience, and notes, is just heck. It's hella long. So, but I mean, you can definitely learn. And then she's also a 2-speed 2-armor operator. But then you also have the way you can customize your loadouts. This is the first time, thanks to Knock, we've ever seen the FMG9 on attack. The only other operator that has it is Smoke on defense. And then you also have the 612 SD automatics that comes with an integrated suppressor, but it's a 12-gauge shotgun. You have a Deagle, which, thanks to the update with Knock coming in, you now can have a suppressor to it. And then she also runs with a F.7 USG FBI SWAT handgun. You also can run between stun grenades and breach charges with Knock. But every operator has a different loadout and different ability. Like Hibana here can run with the same thing: stun grenades, breach charges. She has a Bearing 9 machine pistol or the P229 handgun. She has a Type 8-89 for AR, and this, I don't know why they called it that, but it's a Supernova 12-gauge compact pump shotgun. You have different uniforms and different outfits you can use, and there's also characters with gadgets like, you know, a Claymore on offense, which of course is obvious. It's an anti-personnel mine that you can place, cover your 6 in case you're the last one standing. You have a breach charge. Now, I'm going to run through all of the situations, and as you already saw that I have some experience with it, you're going to be able to see me do them pretty, you know, casually, and I'm just going to show you the basic, like some of the basic ones. But when you get to certain situations, you're going to have a specific operator that it is listed off, and even if you don't have them unlocked, you can still play as that operator, but only in situations, because that's how it goes. But right now we're going to start with the CQC basics. When you select it, you're going to automatically, you know, go into the game, and you're going to have a little cutscene. You can also choose, oh, I forgot about the difficulties. Normal. They're less precise, so they do less damage. Aim assist is enabled by default, and disable aim assist in the options for a greater challenge. You have your hard, which means they got better shooting, deal normal standard damage, and it still has aim assist, which aim assist is pretty much if you're like a nitrocell, which is pretty much a C4, which is something the defenders use or is in terrorist hunt, like all over the place in every map. If you aimed ADS, aim down sight, close to it, it'll automatically pop your sight to be right on top of one of those nitrocells. Then you have realistic. Enemies have almost perfect accuracy and deal more damage, and you have 0 aim assist. So you're gonna, but your reward multiplier is a lot better, as you can see by the gauge. You have your standard, you have a little bit better, and you have really good. I've normally run with normal because, I mean, it's situations and I don't want to just kill myself on it. But let's go with normal, and hopefully you'll understand. And any new players, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay.
Counterterrorism situations before being deployed. Report to the SAS base in Hereford. You are to infiltrate a kill house and clear the area of enemy combatants. In close quarters combat, operators must rely on situational awareness to locate and identify threats and assets. Secure the area using a slow and methodical sweep. Here, you will face a trained enemy, equipped with military-grade weapons and explosives. Never stop until the threat is neutralized. You will need to rely on basic muscle discipline and your ability to reduce exposure to enemy fire by using the environment.
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
If you saw in the cutscene that last bit where there was a camera right there, when you do situations or terrorist hunt, those cameras are disabled. And this is a lean mechanic you can use to peek around corners like so. If you're on I don't know how they do it on PC yet because I have not played it, but for console players, you're going to tap the L3 and R3, like L3 for leaning left, tap it again to go back to straight. You've got R3 for leaning right now, and you see in the top of the screen, middle of the screen, it says 9 enemies. That's 1 down. Now, it's pretty much this is pretty much all you're gonna really do. Oh, and you even at the beginning, or if you're an attacker, you have something called drones, which is what I'm throwing out right here. What you can use these for is to go through the map and gather intel. And there aren't any enemies in this room, so let's go in here. Oh, there's a guy right here. You press triangle or Y to scan, and then you can get off your drone. Got him with a headshot. Reach charge. Okay. And if your drone doesn't get destroyed, you can always pick him back up. But during situations, you do not get to actually customize the weapon loadout like you can for multiplayer, such as casual or ranked gameplay. And that wall right there is a reinforced wall, meaning this won't cut it. This is the breaching charge. It only does breakable surfaces. That was an enemy with a shotgun. Now, if this was on tactical realism or realistic, I don't think you'd want to reload as constantly as I am doing right now, because you're going to have a limited amount of supply, especially if we do a custom match. If you do a custom match and go on tactical realism, you're literally only going to have like 2 or 3 magazines, and if you reload after saying shooting up to 26 rounds left in your mag, you're going to lose. You're only going to be able to start back with that same 26 rounds as when you reload back to that magazine. And this is just right here because it's basically this. And then same for here. Hereford base has a basement, a first floor, second floor, and third floor, and then also has multiple different entryways when you're not on situations. On situations, you're going to have to go a specific way and learn the basics like I'm trying to help you guys learn now. So, alright, so there's an enemy right here. Go ahead and check right. Oh, yep, enemy right here. Enemy right there. Now, they spotted my drone, so they could potentially move. But at the same time, they might not. But since that guy's going to be sitting there for a minute. Oh, you can go prone, you can get crouched, and you can stand up. I want to go. And I missed that guy. Oh, there we go. That was a mess up on my part. I meant to knife. Oh, that was close. Alright, but that's the first situation. CQB basics. Now, once you get done with that, you get this little screen. As you can see, I've already gotten all the stars, and I can either do the next situation or retry. You're not going to get much renown, which is pretty much your in-game currency, doing the situations, unless you're on higher difficulty, of course. But for right now, I just wanted to go ahead and go on normal so I could at least give you guys the basics of how to do this. So if you feel like you could do better, or you want to try a different strat to see if you can be faster, you can always hit retry. Or just go straight to the next situation. House.
Situation, you cannot be slow and methodical. Once you breach the perimeter, you must conduct a violent and dynamic assault in order to extract the hostage from a barricaded house. Use breach charges to quickly infiltrate the building. The physical safety of the asset is paramount. breach charges give you a momentary tactical advantage to neutralize enemies and take control of the asset. Provide cover for the asset as you move to the extraction point, eliminating any hostiles you encounter. Good luck.
Hostage found. Move to their location and secure the hostage.
Oh, I got Ash's loadout. Nice. This map is known as House. And normally you're gonna have somebody patrolling that little balcony walkway there. Also, there's Alright, that wasn't even an intentional headshot. I was just trying to shoot him. Now you can either come through basement. I'm gonna go through basement. I already know where they're at because of the fact I've played this before, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and get through all this. Just clear this house real quick. As you can see, this time I have a timer. You don't get, I don't believe you actually get any more XP based off how good you do. It's just that way. So what I'm gonna do here is, alright, seems pretty clear to me so far. There's gonna be enemies in that room. That was kitchen. As you can see, I just shot that guy through the wall. Yeah, those are soft walls. You can shoot through soft walls. But if you see something like the reinforced wall that I showed y'all during that Hereford base first situation, you're not going to be able to shoot through that. And yep, I took some damage. Crap. I'm at 74 health. Like this, you can't shoot through. Also, when you're playing on Siege, I would highly suggest that you have all audio active so that you can hear any footsteps of the enemies near you. But for this case, I mean, even on Terrorist Hunt, that's what I do, but not a lot of people will. So just be watchful about that, okay? Time to drone it out. Is he really the only guy here? Why would you barricade this if you're not gonna hide in it? Hello. Let's see. Well, this guy's not here this time, so that's a bonus for me. Alright, now the extraction point's going to be over here. So, what I'm going to do, go ahead and deploy that. Make sure my pistol's good to go. Okay, yes it is. Vault over, stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and reload my supplies. Or refill it. There we go. Now my supplies are full. Go ahead and grab the hostage. Gotcha.
Got the hostage. Get them to the extraction point. Hostiles approaching. Keep the hostage secure.
Oh yeah, when you have a hostage game mode and you're extracting the hostage, you're not going to be able to use your primary until you stop escorting the hostage. Okay, I could have sworn I heard somebody else, but I guess for this it's not going to happen. And as you can see, it says extraction zone, and we are done.
Extraction successful. Good work.
Hello. Got you out, ma'am. It's all clear. Alright, so that's that one. Now I know I could do it faster because I've had a decent amount of experience playing on this game mode, but I just felt like doing this to show you guys just exactly what you're going to be in for when you start this game. And my suggestion is to play this first.
Terrorist attacks. The mobility and the high-profile nature of the attack against random victims appeals to organizations looking to make a name for themselves. This kind of attack, if successful, can make their cause known and increase member recruitment. Tubular assaults provide very little cover and minimal escape routes. The FBI SWAT operator Ash will be deployed for this situation. Her breaching rounds enable you to aggressively seize and control lines of fire.
Yep, like I said, guys, you can actually learn, and you're going to be able to play as and use different operators. Only a few, and they're all going to be from the original ops. I believe it's just going to be Ash, Smoke, Capcan, Glaz, and IQ. I don't remember who else was, if there were anybody else, but in Article 5, if you have it unlocked, like any operators unlocked at that point, you'll be able to actually use that said operator. Now, alright, her ability is a breaching charge, which I will show you in a moment once I dome this guy. Now, don't forget about how to use the lean mechanic, okay, guys? You're going to want to remember that. And as you can see, that was one enemy, and I have 10 more remaining. Now, on a standard terrorist hunt classic, if you go on normal, you're going to wind up having 22 enemies, I believe. I'll back on my drone. No, that was the wrong way. Whoopsies. And I'm messing up all over the place right now. Is there any enemies that way? No. Alright, I can refill my ammo there. There's not a single enemy right here. That's crazy. Oh, there's one. Yep, he's gonna wind up moving. Alright, time to breach. And wait, is this wall breachable? I forget. Nope. Okay, so that's not a breachable wall. Ladders to the upstairs. Alright, you know what? I know I'm supposed to be showing you guys a tutorial, but I also want to give you guys a little bit of a spot where you guys might be able to see something cool. Like, if you look here, you can just... Alright, now, you saw that. You can actually shoot enemies from here. And if I was to go this way, I could have gone through here. But if you're sitting here, you can go like this, and you can see right through here. Oh, I accidentally moved. Now, if you see that, that's what I believe is known as a pixel peek. Like, you can see where I was shooting. Any enemies, like, who are coming around this corner, they will not notice you shoot right here before you actually do anything. You know, before they can do anything, you've already shot them and eliminated them. Alright, go ahead and drop here. I believe I'm back behind enemy lines. A little bit. But I can't shoot him through here because that's not a breakable wall. Alright, so he moved. Can I... Right now I'm using Ash's G36C rifle. But she also has another one called the R4-C, which is actually still pretty useful. Let's see if I can find anybody. I can do a breaching round to go downstairs. is this floor used to be a hatch right here, which is what this right here is. Let me get a better vantage point for you. And that just made I failed miserably with that. Sorry about that, fellas. I saw him and I had to eliminate before he spotted me. But yeah, you can do stuff like this. But if you see that little metal square with the wood inside it, that is known as a hatch. Multiple different maps have a number of hatches on them, and this right here used to be just like a hatch, and you could drop from it, but now you can't. As you can see, there's all this stuff. All this detail is really amazing. There's certain maps that I want to show you guys with some Easter eggs, but there've already been people who've shown Easter eggs. There's an old camera placement. Now, if you see those little brackets right here, that lets you know that is a reinforced wall, meaning like you would need somebody like Thermite or Hibana or Maverick to be able to breach that and be able to see through that wall. Since there's one of those there, I already know there's going to be an enemy there. I can come over here, scan this guy, go ahead and jump around, make sure he doesn't shoot my drone. And I'm just going to pop right back out, get off my cam. I got 236 rounds, I'll be okay. Go ahead and pull this back out so I can reload this. Also, all of the original operators have what's known as they have their own video, which I still think is pretty awesome. Alright, hop back on my drone real quick. And if y'all want to know why I'm constantly hopping on my drone, it's because it's just a habit to be able to do. Because even on multiplayer, you're going to want to be able to spot and eliminate any hostiles. You want to make sure you always have a plan of action, you know? Alright, so seeing as though I just spotted him, and I know he's got a deployable shield, shoot through the wall, eliminate him. Now I have 5 enemies remaining. Now, if you look here, it's metal. You can't shoot through that, no matter what. Now, there's a little bit of a real neat trick. If you get this just right, you can shoot. Oh, well, I guess they got rid of it, but you used to be able to shoot through this crack right here to be able to hit all the way up there, but I guess they took that out during one of the updates. So, go back over here, grab my drone. Alright. That's going to hinder my hearing of enemy footsteps, should they decide to come after me. But, alright, so let's go downstairs and see if there's enemies below. Which, more likely, I'm pretty sure there are. Alright, go ahead and... Oh yeah, this is a breachable wall. You can also do this and create peepholes, little peek holes. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, nice. Go ahead and place my drone in. Oh wow, he was right there the whole time. Oh wow, I'm not gonna be able to get that kind of angle on him. Oh jeez. Normally, if you have 3 hostiles remaining on a terrorist classic game, they'll charge you. They'll like actively search you out, like to try and eliminate you, so that you know you don't eliminate them first. Like that guy right there, and then the oh.
Op 4 eliminated.
Gotcha.
Friendly mission successful.
All right. As you can see, my level and the score. Take a tour of the inventory and check out what's available. That's pretty much telling you, go check out and see if you can get anything from the shop, like cosmetics for your characters, like a uniform, a headgear, or weapon skins. Excuse me. Or just a whole new operator. Next situation we go.
Asset protection is an essential skill. You need to hunker down and fortify your location from approaching hostiles in order to protect the asset. A member of the SAS, Smoke, is equipped with remote gas grenades. Force enemies to launch a ground assault by cutting lines of sight, eliminating their ability to target the asset from long range. Gain a tactical advantage by creating choke points and eliminate hostiles as they approach.
See, that first thing was a nitrocell, which he does not have.
Gas grenades are an effective deterrent to keep hostiles at bay.
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the hostage.
You see all these? This, you can also refill your ammo, and if you have frag grenades or stun grenades or even reinforcements, you can use those like that. Oh, crap. And you also have a time limit to prep yourself before they even get up back or activate and come towards you.
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe.
And I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Run to my little kill spot. The SMG-11's a good secondary and all, but I'd still prefer using his pistol.
3 enemies left.
See how that recoil works? That's why I don't like it so much. But if I'm running with his shotgun like in this, that's exactly what I'll run with, is the SMG-11, because it's an automatic, and even spraying and praying can still get the win sometimes.
Hostiles eliminated.
Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and reinforce this wall.
The area. Hostiles.
Reload my shotgun. Go ahead and get me another reinforcement. Go ahead and reinforce this wall.
Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles approaching.
I did not mean to do that.
Hostiles left.
That was some poor aim on my part. Sorry, fellas.
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area.
Now, normally you would want to keep something open so that you could watch the stairway, but I normally would always reinforce every wall and then run over here, break this open, and watch that right there. Seeing as though I don't really need to do that, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I guess I would have... And because they all came from over here, my gas grenade, you don't get to see how it works. It kind of sucks in my opinion, but whatever. Clean over the dude's head.
The threat has been eliminated.
Now sadly, you can't heal yourself unless you're Doc.
Hostiles eliminated.
I got you, pal. You're safe. Now, y'all saw how poorly I did. That's because, honestly, I just want to show you guys the ins and outs. And, yeah, just trying to give you guys the rundown.
Intel work in the field, you need to know how to improvise. A hit squad has been sent after your source and has the building surrounded. As your ammunition and defenses are limited, you will need to manage your resources to protect your asset. Captain is our best operator for this kind of situation. His signature entry denial devices will help you neutralize enemies as they attempt to breach.
Here's the kicker about that laser tripwire. It's no longer visible. You have the only way you'll be able to tell if it's there is if you're actually paying attention.
Secure the hostage.
Just in case you guys needed to know that. Okay, go ahead and put both of these up. And instead of barbed wire, he has impact grenades. I do not know why.
Tango, do you want to play?
Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage.
Go ahead and reinforce this.
Left. Hostiles neutralized. Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area.
Alright. Now we're going to reinforce this wall that they just broke open, which is funny as heck.
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe.
I just got a party invite. Let's find out. I just got a party invite. Alright. Now that one's open, they're gonna have to you know, break through that. Now that one's open, they're gonna have to Alright, gotta revive the hostage.
Hostage regrouping. Hostage revived. Keep them safe.
Alright. Reload. VR. Go ahead and grab some ammo.
Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles approaching.
And sit tight. Ah!
Mission failed.
Well,
Friendlies were eliminated.
yeah, those shields are not easy. Well, yeah, those shields are not easy. Alright, but that's one of the situations, and that's, you know, basically you just gotta defend the hostage from all waves. So let's go with another thing.
Due to the heavily fortified nature of this location, we have very limited intel. You need to recon the site to find an insertion point. Locate the hostage and plot a path to the target. Thermite is equipped with the Brimstone, an exothermic charge that can cut through metal, granting you
Who are
access
you?
through heavily fortified walls
Also
and
in
floors.
doing a video of the basics of Siege, so give me a few.
We need to get a 20 on the hostage.
Alright, but when I get done with this one, guys, I figured this is going to be enough for you guys to understand the basics of how to do this. So you guys should be okay for now. You're not going to be seeing, and I might be doing another video soon later. Oh. Didn't let me see. Oh, he's reinforcing that wall. Run through that barricade. Alright, that noise you're hearing, that breathing, if you can hear it, is a suicide bomber. He gets too close, he go kaboom.
419.
Yeah, well, he's gonna blow up if he actually spots us and
Insertion
runs
in
at
10
us.
seconds. Hostage located. 5 seconds before insertion.
That's a shotty.
Hostage located. Move to their location and secure the hostage.
Alright. This is the new Cafe Dovzieski. Or, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm hoping I'm getting that right, because honestly I don't really have any flipping clue. Yeah, they take a lot more bullets than their standard terrorists, so be very careful with that. Frag out. Boy got blown up. Big time. Nope. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to reload my weapons.
Remain calm.
Hostage
Getting you out
secured.
of here.
Move to the extraction point.
Stay behind me.
Hostiles approaching. Keep the hostage secure.
I did not mean to do that. Son of a crap.
Set the hostage free. Need to re-secure the hostage.
Just to show you guys how this thing works.
I got you.
Go ahead and grab her.
Extract the hostage.
Boom.
Keep close.
Oh jeez.
Follow me.
She's okay.
Stay with me.
She's just freaking out because we're getting shot at. Okay, here we go. Extraction zone. Alright, looks like we're clear.
We've lost the hostage. Secure the hostage. Extraction successful. Good work.
Alright. Well, guys, this has been the walkthrough of the majority of a good number of these situations. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys see some of this stuff. But like I said, you've got multiple different situations you can try out, and it goes all the way to Article 5. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay and this tutorial. And hopefully you guys hop on some Siege, and I get to meet you guys on some PS4, because that is the system I am playing on currently. But without further ado, this is RC7294 Tango, signing off.